Hello, my name is Andrew Wooten, and on behalf of the National Association of Realtors, we'd like to welcome you to beautiful Southern California. As you're preparing to come out to a convention, and while you're here, your safety is important to us. So while you're out enjoying the beautiful beaches, visiting Mickey and Minnie, dining out at the many fine establishments here, your safety is important to us. Please take the time to view this short informational video. We want you to just be safe. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you in Anaheim. While you're here, we know we're going to be outside enjoying the atmosphere. We want you to keep your drinks in front of you. Unfortunately, date rape is a major issue that takes place, and we want you to be safe because we do care about you. Along with keeping your cocktails safe, purse snatching is also a major issue. This is just how quick and easy it can take place. Along with keeping your belongings safe, we want you to keep your purses zipped and closed at all times. There are professional pickpocketers that work major conventions, and ours is no different from others. There's a few safety tips we'd like to share with you before you leave your home. In addition to having your mail stopped and your newspapers picked up, we'd like for you to take photos of your credit cards, debit cards, identification cards that you'll be bringing with you. Along with those photos, please also take photos of the jewelry that you'll be bringing with you along the trip. This can aid in the identification in case of a theft with your insurance companies. In addition to taking the photos, please note down any serial numbers and keep these in a safe location. Upon checking into your hotel, we like you to be safe. Being safe means taking use of the resources available to you. Have a bellman escort you to the door. Once you're in your room safely, then use the locking system here. Make sure you read the evacuation route and use your door stopper to secure unauthorized access to you. Again, making use of your resources, take advantage of the safe that's provided for you, either by storing your laptop or other valuables inside, or using a locking device. In case of emergency and a power outage, it may be dark. Having your own personal flashlight to escort you through may be your best option there. As we just mentioned, being aware of your surroundings is very important. When standing in an elevator, we ask you to stand not in the center of the elevator, as this will allow people to stand in front of you or behind you, but we'd like you to stand as close to the buttons as possible. This will allow you, if you are uncomfortable, to run your hands over the buttons and step out of the elevator at the very next possible stop. Trusting your instincts is one of the most important things you can do. Listening to yourself. As you come off the elevator and you're walking to your room, if you feel that the situation is not right, please turn back around and go back to the elevator. Use your cell phone to call for safety. The last thing we want to see is bad things happening. This is just how quickly they can take place. One of the things we like to do at the convention is to increase your safety while you're out in public areas. In order to do that, what we like you to do is to simply remove your name badge as you're traveling outside of the convention hall. By doing this, you'll be able to blend in with the general population and won't look like a tourist or a conventioneer as you're out having dinner with family and friends. Here at the conference, we want you to be safe. And being safe simply means paying attention to your surroundings. Folks, thank you for taking the time to view this short informational video. Your safety is important to us. As you're out here visiting Mickey and Minnie, enjoying the fine restaurants, meeting your colleagues, your safety is important to us. For more information, you can visit justbesafe.com or realtor.org/safety. Thanks. We look forward to seeing you here in Anaheim.
Hi, I'm Pam Mack. As a real estate professional in today's digital world, your day probably includes social networking, smartphones, emails, and online communications. Social networking websites like Facebook and Twitter, in particular, are services you most likely use to connect with others and share information like photos, videos, and personal messages. As these social sites become more popular, so do the risks of using them. Hackers, spammers, virus writers, identity thieves, and other criminals follow the traffic. For the next few minutes, I will provide some practical tips and strategies to help you protect yourself when using social media, your data, and your online reputation. Let's talk about social media safety first. The best way to protect yourself when using social media is simple. Set up separate social media accounts for yourself and your business. Also, be sure to only accept requests to connect with strangers on the business account. Keep your personal account private and viewable only by friends, ensuring your family photos, links to your kids' pages, and personal posts are protected. People enjoy sharing what they're doing, where they're going, or if they're on vacation, using social media. Unfortunately, what you've also done is told everyone where you will be alone or that you're not at home. Never post personal information, including your current location. One way that hackers manage to crack personal passwords is by searching the internet for easy answers. They know they may find answers to common security questions, such as, what are your children's names? And what high school did you attend? Keeping information about family members and your past to a minimum can help prevent this. Remember, the best rule is not to put anything in your profile or status that you wouldn't want a stranger to know. Geotagging is the process of adding geographical identification to digital photographs, video, websites, and even SMS messages. Uploading geotagged photos from your phone to social networking sites can give cyberstalkers precise location information. The most obvious way to protect yourself is one you may have forgotten. You can turn off the geotagging feature in most phones by going to Settings. With all the information coming and going from our phones these days, it's good to know that there are companies with products to make sure the wrong information isn't being sent. Download software for your computer that will search for geotagging information in photos and remove it. Understand what information you are sharing and stay up to date with the products you use that involve geotagging information, and make sure your friends and coworkers are aware of the issue. Most real estate businesses, including associations, brokerages, and MLSs, keep sensitive personal information in their files. As a result, the keeper of this sensitive data may be at risk. If personal information falls into the wrong hands, it can lead to fraud, identity theft, or similar harms. Given the potential legal and liability costs of a security breach, in addition to the cost to one's reputation, it's best that your office develop a data security program based on the Federal Trade Commission's 5 key principles to a sound data security program. Information on data security, including these 5 basic principles, can be found on the FTC's Bureau of Consumer Protection website at www.ftc.gov/infosecurity. Social media usage has an impact on your safety and also on your reputation. Even though you may be careful about how much information you provide, it's always best to take stock of your online reputation on a regular basis. Evaluate your online reputation by finding out what is on the internet about you. Type your name in a search engine and review what others have posted about you in comments, pictures, blogs, and videos. Take steps to protect your reputation by determining if it reflects the way you want others to perceive you. If not, ask politely for the person who posted it to remove it or correct it. Restoring your reputation may require other actions. If someone does not respond to your request to remove content or refuses to do so, contact the website administrator. If public correction is necessary, present your case simply and politely without attacking the person. Take these simple steps when using social media and you'll help safeguard yourself, your identity, and your reputation. To learn more about safety strategies and access free safety resources, visit www.realtor.org/safety. Thanks for watching, and remember, be safe and successful. Many agents spend a lot of time showing properties, often to people they don't know very well. So before even going to a property, it's a good idea to introduce new clients to your associates.
Hi, nice to meet you.
That way, it sends a clear message that someone else knows who you're with. It's also best to ask new clients to take their own car to the property you're showing, just to be sure. To keep it from being awkward, just say you're going on to another appointment and you don't want to delay them. Make sure your car is in good working condition and has plenty of gas. You don't want to find yourself stranded in the middle of traffic. Always lock your car doors, buckle up, and put that cell phone away so you can concentrate on your driving. If you must make a call, find a safe place to pull over, but don't linger in your car talking on the phone or going over paperwork. You'll make an inviting target for a carjacker. It's important to be aware of your surroundings. When you arrive at your location, follow the 10-second rule. Take 2 seconds when you arrive at your destination. Are you parked in a well-lit, visible location? Can you be blocked in the driveway by a prospect's vehicle? Take 2 seconds after you step out of your car. Are there any suspicious people around? Do you know exactly where you're going? Take 2 seconds as you walk towards your destination. Are people coming and going, or is the area unusually quiet? Do you observe any obstacles or hiding places in the parking lot or along the street? Is anyone loitering in the area? Take 2 seconds at the door. Do you have an uneasy feeling as you're walking in? Is someone following you in? Take 2 seconds as you enter your destination. Does anything seem out of place? Is anyone present who shouldn't be there or who isn't expected? Taking in your surroundings lets you spot and avoid danger, so make it a part of your daily routine. Be careful showing unoccupied or vacant properties because you might be surprised by a slippery floor, a pet that doesn't like strangers, or unauthorized residents. Have a flashlight with you for dark staircases and keep your cell phone handy in case you need to dial 911. When showing a home, take some time to preview the property and neighborhood. Not only will you be able to pick up some key details about the property's selling features and the neighborhood, you'll also be able to establish a safety plan. When entering and touring the property, it's best to let the client precede you. Give them directions and be sure you know how to make a quick exit should you be threatened. When preparing for an open house, visit the local police and fire stations. Leave your card and let them know where you'll be and during what hours. That way, 2 emergency teams will know where you are and when. Also, try to bring a friend or family member with you to your open house so you're not alone. If that's not practical, at least introduce yourself to the neighbors and keep your cell phone nearby and turned on. If at any time you feel uncomfortable, step outside. It's also a good idea to have a distress code phrase set up with someone to let them know if you feel threatened and don't want your prospect to catch on. Call your office and say something like, "I need the red file right away." Be especially careful near the end of your open house because a predator may show up then, thinking you're more likely to be alone. And park where you can't be blocked in.
The threat to your personal safety as a real estate professional is always there. But there are things you can do to protect yourself. Here are a dozen steps you can take today to reduce your risk. Number 1, hold the first meeting with your clients at the office, not at the property you're showing. Number 2, before leaving with a person to show a property, do the following. Ask for and make a copy of the person's ID and explain it will be kept on file for a limited period of time. If the person refuses to provide an ID, end the meeting. Then, let your office administrator, broker, or other person, including a family member or friend, know where you're going, with whom, and when you expect to return. If your office has a shared calendar, put the appointment on that. And finally, invite someone else along. Number 3, download one of the many safety apps available for your cell phone and make sure your phone is fully charged. Some apps require you to keep your finger on your phone at all times. Once you let go, it automatically calls 911. Other apps call you at specific times to check in. If you don't answer, it calls the police. There are also GPS-enabled jewelry and devices you can wear to call for help discreetly. A list of safety resources is at realtor.org/safety. Tip number 4. If you don't want to rely on technology, arrange for a family member, friend, or colleague to check in with you by phone at a predetermined time and use code words to convey your comfort level. Number 5, don't park where you could be boxed in. Number 6, use text messaging on your camera phone to document the people or the license numbers of the people you meet. Number 7, arrive for appointments early and scout the area around the home. Number 8, before showing a vacant home, identify all possible exits in case you need to get out of the house quickly. Tip number 9, if you have other appointments coming up, talk about them. Let the person you're with be very aware that other people will be expecting you soon. Number 10, when it's practical, encourage buyers to tour the home while you wait near the front door and prepare for any questions they may have. If you have to act as a guide, let the home shoppers lead while you follow. Tip number 11, avoid closets, attics, and basements, and never allow a stranger between you and the door. Tip number 12, be assertive and confident. When you feel uncomfortable or sense a threat, excuse yourself from the situation, go make a call, or retrieve something from your car. You can't eliminate all risks, but by taking these few simple steps, you make it far more difficult for someone to do you harm. For more safety resources, visit realtor.org/safety.